Good evening. My name is Toastmaster Shahid Sharif Wasta, and I'll tell you something. Some people live in Mumbai city. Some people live in Pune city. I live in Authenticity. Now, let me tell you where this place is, but in order to know and tell you where this place is, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Actually, just one question. And the question is, how many of you know that exercising daily will help you keep fit and disease-free? Oh, that's interesting. How many of you exercise daily? Okay, I don't see the same number of hands, which means, let me ask you, do you really know the fact that exercising daily will help you keep fit and disease-free? Now there's a highlight on no over there. Now when I look at the fact that people think and they say that I know that it helps me keep fit, but why don't you really exercise? If you really know something, you act upon it. If you don't know, if you're not doing it, it means you don't know, you're just aware. And there's a difference between the word know and aware. When you know something, you act upon it. Similarly, let me ask you, do you know what authenticity is? So in order to help you understand authenticity, I'll give you an analogy. How many of you have ever had food, had authentic Chinese food? Well, we don't really get that over here, except in case you have ever been to mainland China. And I wouldn't be surprised if a frog jumped out of your soup. And that would be authentic Chinese. But I'm sure you must have eaten Desi Chinese, the Indian Chinese. You get that at every nook and corner, right? So we know that the Desi Chinese is not the same as authentic Chinese. However, it's in the same category. What do you think about Shira? Is that anywhere close to Chinese? It's not. So now, let me take this analogy a little further and give you some real life examples. Well, the other day, I went to a sweetmeat shop and I asked for 500 grams of Kaju Katli. Now the shopkeeper gave me 490 grams. And I told him, hey, excuse me, hello, you're shortchanging me. I need that extra, that 10 grams for me. So he gives me the extra 10 grams, actually not the extra, and makes it 500. I'm content. I take the sweetmeat box and go home. Now, after a week, I come back to the same sweetmeat shop, but out there's a new shopkeeper. It's not the same old shopkeeper. And then I ask him for 500 grams of Kaju Katli. This time, this new shopkeeper gives me 520 grams. I'm so excited. I'm elated. And I think, oh, I've got 20 grams extra. Let me not say anything. I'll just wait for him to close the box. That's what he does. He puts the box in a carry bag. No, sorry. Carry bags are banned these days. Okay? So I take that box and go away. What do you think? Was this authentic Chinese or Desi Chinese? Desi Chinese. Some of you may say this is Desi Chinese, close to authentic, because it's just 20 grams. Some of you may say, no, this is Shira. I'll not take those 20 extra grams. That does not belong to me. Okay, so there's no right or wrong answer. It's about your perspective. Another example. Now, I know of a guy who wanted to print his parents' plane tickets on a Friday, and it was the end of the day. He knew when he goes outside, all the shops would have been closed. He wanted to print just 2 pages of paper. Is that all right? Using the office printer. Okay, so you say no, and some may say yes, some may say it is authentic, some may say it is Desi. Because I have so and so arguments that there wouldn't be any available printers outside. Okay, but what do you think about the guy who comes on a Saturday, on a weekend, and prints 2,500 pages of personal project work? Shira? Shira. Another example. YouTube. All of us have access to the office Wi-Fi. Downloading a 2 MB file would maybe Desi Chinese for me. But what about the guy who downloads 1.5 GB of Blu-ray movies using the office Wi-Fi? Shira? Okay. Now our theme is investment. I don't know this lady over here. She does not know me, and I offer her $100. You don't know me, but you want to take it from me. Okay, good. So the next day, I go again back to her and give her another 200 rupees. Would you take it? Oh, good. Nice. Again? She does not know me, by the way, okay? Wait, am I running out of money? No. I'm trying to cajole her into taking money. One more? Okay, now she's a stranger. I'm going to cajole her to take 500 rupees. Now I've increased the stakes. 500 rupees. Would you still want to take it from me? She didn't take the 500 rupees from me because somewhere down deep inside she felt this was not authentic. Something was not authentic. Where does he get this money from? Bluetooth mouse. Very, very effective. You know what people do? In order to make sure that their screens don't lock when they're whiling away their time, they walk outside and they go to wherever they want to. And then the moment they see that their screen is about to get locked, press a button. See? I'm not awake. I don't appear awake. Is that authentic? Not at all. Okay, some teams out here, I really respect the work that a lot of our teams do. They have been provided these 2 monitors. But the other day when I walked down the aisle to see what exactly they do with those 2 monitors, I saw that one of those monitors was reserved for Facebook. And the other monitor was used for their work. Now, all of these things can seem to be unauthentic, right? We're talking about authenticity. Now, what exactly can I do? We know there is an issue. These things can be unauthentic. Now, if there are times when some people feel, I am not sure what to do. So 4 simple steps. The first step is, if there is a law, follow it. Very simple. If there is a law, follow it. In case there is no law, use your fair judgment. What do you think I should do in this particular scenario? About the printing of the ticket or maybe downloading a file? Use your fair judgment. Now, in case you're not sure what to do, you used your judgment but you're still not sure, seek help. Ask yourself, ask the person, will this breach integrity if I do something like that? Okay? And the last one, very effective, foolproof. Ask yourself, if what I do is being discussed publicly, will it cause shame and embarrassment? If the answer is yes, don't do it. It is not authentic. Once you follow these 4 steps, you will reach my city, which is authenticity. Thank you so much, everybody.